Good morning children. In previous class we have completed our grammar concept. Yes, and we have learned some interrogative and interrogative and exclamatory sentence. Yes. Now today in our class we are going to learn apostrophes where we are going to apostrophe. Yes, apostrophe. Yes, these apostrophe and also constructions can be learned in this. Where nouns and construction. Possessive case. An apostrophe is used to indicate possessive forms and contractive forms. For example, in how the possessive nouns. Possessive nouns. Yes. Now these are where in possessive form we are going to use the apostrophe. Yes. Apostrophe. Where we are going to use. For example, let us take our lesson note. Andrews. And this diseases. And this diseases. Yes. And also tense parents. Tense. Yes. Tense parents. We are going to use like this. Yes. Now, where we are using apostrophe like works, and also years, lovingly, years. Yes, like this we are using in the terms of nouns. We are going to use the apostrophe like these are our possessive nouns. And also construction words. Construction nouns. Construction nouns. Yes, and also do, don't, can't, and yes, these are some of the construction words. And also for this we are going to use in the long form and also short form we are going to learn this. Yes, long form and short form. Do, don't can be written as do not. Can't cannot. Or can and not also can be written as. These are the short forms, these are the long forms. Aren't, are not. Yes, there are the many words which can be divided into long forms and also short forms. Here easily we can say these are the words for short forms. Short forms. Yes, and these are the words for long forms. Yes, these are the words for long forms. Yes, now see. And this diseases and these are the apostrophes or possessive nouns we are going to use like this. And the construction nouns, in this we are going to use don't, can't, aren't. These are nothing but short forms. This can be converted into long forms also. We can write like this. Do not, cannot, are not. Yes, like this we can write. Okay. Now, in the form of sentences also we can change the sentence into long form and short form. So I am going to write one sentence. You just see that. Here, now I am going to write the sentences. Here now I am going to write one sentence, and for that I am going to write a long form and short form. Yes. Now here first, I don't know. I don't know. Yes. She replied. She replied. Yes, she replied. Yes, he is really sick. He is really sick and mommy says he needs an operation. operation. He needs an operation. He needs an operation. Yes. Here I don't know. Here it is a short form. Now we are going to convert it to long form and we are going to write the sentence. Here I don't can be written as do not. No, I do not know. Apostrophes. She replied. She replied. His means he is really. He is really. He is really. He is really sick. He is really sick and Mummy says he needs an operation. Yes, he needs an operation. Yes, these are the converting sentence from long form to short form. So let us see another example. But daddy can't pay for it. Yes, but daddy cannot pay. But dad cannot pay. Yes. But daddy can't pay for it. Yes, but daddy can't pay for it. Here also can't means it is in the form of short form. Yes, it is in the form of short form. It can be written as but daddy cannot pay for it. Yes, cannot pay for it. Like this, you can in the form of sentences also you can change the long form into short form. If they say to write in the long form, you can change, and also if they say to write in short form, you can change like this. Okay. Now, long form, short forms come. Now, in the form of regular verbs and irregular verbs. What are irregular verbs and irregular verbs? Regular verbs. These verbs are formed by D or ED manner to the present tense. Yes. Present tense. Yes. See, regular forms can be identified. Regular forms, regular verbs can be easily identified. Yes. But how? It can be identified by D and ED, which will end with D and ED. It will be ended with D and ED. So that should be said to be a regular form. Yes. Examples. Decide. Yes. Stop. Discover. Paint. Walk. Yes. For this, we are going to use D and ED. So, where decided plus stop, discovered, painted, walk. Yes, these are the words we are using at the end. D and ED. When we are going to join that, decided. Yes, decided and stop. Yes, and also discovered. I know. Yes, painted. Walk. Yes, these are the words. When we join, will be ended with D or ED. So, that is said to be a regular verbs. There are again irregular verbs. These verbs have different forms for the present and past tense. Present and past tense. Yes. lost, give, given, rise, rised, yes, rise, speak, spoke, sang, leave, left, teach, taught. Yes, these are the in the present, so present tense and also past tense we are going to use irregular verbs. Yes, understood how the regular verbs and irregular verbs are used in the form of present and past tense. Yes, now let us move further. Table, here they have given some tables, past tense, present tense and also I am going to show the I'm going to share also this. Yes. Now here there are the some of the read the table given below and fill in the blanks with the correct form verbs. Write regular and irregular in the third column. Nana. See here they have given present tense and also past tense. From this we have to find the which are regular and irregular forms. By, bought. This is an irregular. Clean, cleaned, irregular. Regular. Yes, close, closed. Yes, in present tense we are going to use the close or not. So, in the past tense it is closed. Means it is completed. It is already closed. So, it is an irregular verb. We learned already what is regular and irregular. Regular means which is ended with ed or d, and also which doesn't end with e and d and ed. It is an irregular verbs. I told you already. So from this table we are going to identify it is regular or irregular. So they have underlined some blanks. So from using that we have to choose whether they are regular or irregular. Okay. Now dance, danced. This is regular. Eat, ate. Eat means already completed. So irregular. Swim, swam. Irregular. Tag, tagged. Regular. Think, thought. Irregular. See from these box you can observe somewhat which is ended with ed they are regular, and which is not ended with ed or ed we are irregular. Okay. Now some more irregular verbs we see now. Yes, some more irregular verbs we see. Bat, clear, dive, call. Here these are the present tense. Past tense, batted. In past tense we are going to use bat as batted. Clear, cleared. Dive, dived. Call, called. Hear, heard. Present tense, batted. And also in present tense, save, saved. Pour, poured. Dress, dressed. Ask, asked. Use, used. Yes. Some more irregular verbs. Present tense, past tense. Present tense, past tense. Yes. Now here become, became. In present tense, we are going to use present tense. In past tense, become, begin, bend, choose, drink, drive, fall, feel, flight, fight, find, fly, forget, get, give, grind, grow, have, hear, hide, hold. These are the words which are in the, we are going to use in the present tense. Nana. So now these are should be converted into past tense. How we are going to use in the past tense? Yes, these are the some irregular verbs. We have seen some regular verbs. How we are going to use? Yes, like bat, batted, clear, cleared, dive, dive. These are some regular verbs. Yes. Now in the form of irregular verbs, how we are going to use? Become as became. Yes, begin, began, bend, bent, choose, chose, drink, drank, drive, drove, fall, fell, feel, felt, fight, fought, find, found, fly, flew, forget, forget, get, got, give, gave, grind, ground, grow, grew, have, had, hear, heard, hide, hid, hold, healed. Yes, see, easily you can identify. Here it is anything ended with ed or d, Nana? Yes, so there is no ended with e and ed and also d. So it can be tell these are in the form of irregular forms. Yes, everyone understood?
In the same way, here also they have given some of the more problems. Keep, know, learn, light, pay, write, say, see, should, sing, smell, spring, steal, swear, swim, fake, teach, tell, think, throw. Yes, these are in the form of present tense. Yes, in past tense, kept, know, learnt, lit, paid, wrote, said, saw, should, sang, smell, sprang, stole, swear, swam, took, taught, told, thought, threw. These are the some of the regular verbs and also irregular verbs. Yes, and also we are going to learn some more grammar and the quantifiers. What are quantifiers? Yes, what are quantifiers? We are going to use quantifiers. What are quantifiers? Quantifier is nothing but quantify. Some words quantify things that, but they don't specify the exact number. They are called quantifiers. See, where we use no, none, any, a lot of, much, many, a little, a few, etc. These are the words where we know none, any, a lot of, much, many, a little, a few words we are going to use in the form of sentence. For example, no, I don't go. None other than you. Any. If anyone wants, you can take. A lot of money with me. Much. I had much of food. Many. I had many trees. I have many trees in my house. A little amount of water or milk or anything which is used in the sentence. A few members are attending the function. Like this, we are in the form of sentence. We are going to use these words. It is nothing but quantifiers. Yes. For example, Nana, in quantifiers, if they give in the fill in the blanks also, you can easily identify. Here, a little, a few, and much, a more, none, no. These are some of uncountable words. These are uncountable words. These are uncountable words. Uncountable words. What are uncountable words? For example, stars, milk, water. Yes, these are uncountable now. Yes, uncountable అనేది మనం కౌంట్ చేయలేం, which is not countable. Means stars can be counted, milk can be counted, water can be counted, so they are under uncountable. Here also in the form of sentences easily can be identified which are in the non-uncountable sentence. The form which is going to be set in the form of uncountable, we are going to use these such words. Such words are called countifiers. Now, any, many, lot. Yes, by these are said to be countable. Countable means which can be counted, like table, tables, pencils, chalk piece, chalks, and also rice. Rice cannot be counted. So more anything, eatable things, whatever. How many members are there in your house? How many houses are there in front of your house? And also how many tables are present in your front of you? How many fridges are there? How many pencils, chalk pens? You can easily identify by adding, and you can tell the countable words. So they are under countable nouns. So uncountable like this one. So by that we are going to use quantifiers like this in the sentences. Yes. Here there are some examples more I am going to post in the group. Okay. Here there is a table now. Here there is a table. In this table, we are going to see the table, that is, here study a table of marks secured by students in 10th carefully. The minimum marks required to pass is 35. Here serial number they have given till 15, name of the students also they have given, and also the marks scored in English now. Here how many members? Total 30 students they have given. How many student name also they have given, and also at the same time marks scored in English also they have mentioned here in the total 30 students. So by given here by using this table we have to follow the questions and we have to give the answer. See how many students have scored. How many students have scored more than 70? You have to search 70. 1, 2, 3, above 70. So it may be 71, 72, 73, or it may be 80 also. Nana. So many students have scored more than 70, no? Yes. Are there any students who have scored 90 marks? See, 90, no. So none of these students. So it can be, here we can use none. It is a quantifier. Yes. How many students have failed in English? Yes, none of the students failed in English because they are below, there is nothing students, no one students are used below 35. It is above 60 only. Yes. So none. It is a quantifier. Here many students. We are using a sentence in the form of many, none, which is a quantifier. Yes. Then how many students have scored between 64 and 70? 64 and 70, 64. So we can use this few members. A few students scored 60 and 70. Yes. Understood everyone? We have completed our grammar, and also we have already learned how to write a letter writing also. Now you have to imagine that Tess and write a letter to Dr. Armstrong in your notebook, thanking him for saving the life of little boy. Yes, and also you know how to write a letter writing. So you have to imagine that you are a Tess, how the Tess, and also you have to imagine you are a Tess and you have to write a letter to Dr. Armstrong that he saved doctor saved his brother. No? So in that form you have to imagine and you have to write a letter to Dr. Armstrong. Okay, what is required when you write the letter writing? Date and day. If you are lovable with doctor, you can write lovable, and also it can respect him also, and also address also main important on the left side because it should be posted to him. Okay, understood? And also diary entry. Diary entry also I'll explain in the next class. Yes, we will go to the next class. Okay, thank you.